Hello, everyone. My name is Andrea Parton. I am the Discovery and Access Librarian here at the Borum Library at the University of Arkansas, Fort Smith. And in this video, I'm going to go over three main topics. First is going to be my information and how I can help you throughout the semester and your time at UFAS. Number two, I'll go over navigating the library website and what we have available for you. And number three, I'm going to do a brief example of searching by a subject-specific database if you're looking for research articles. So, as I said, I'm starting with my information. So once again, my name is Andrea Parton. My official title is Discovery and Access Librarian. And what that means is that I do all of our cataloging and metadata work. And I am also the system administrator for our library management system, which is called World Share Management Services. And the reason I'm sharing this video with you today is that I am the subject liaison for the departments of education, psychology, social work, sociology, and criminal justice. So, what does that mean? That means if you're majoring in any of those areas, I am here to help you with any questions you might have about the research process, using library resources, or really just anything. If it's something I don't know about, I can help you find the person who does know about it. But my main areas that I'll be able to help you with are looking at specific assignments. If you're struggling with an assignment in a course related to one of my disciplines, you can come to me and show me the assignment and what you're struggling with, and I'll do my best to walk you through it and help you break it down and decide next steps with it. I can help you review time management and prioritization strategies. So some basic college success type information. I can help you conduct field-related research, of course, so I can take a deeper dive into the subject-specific databases that I'm going to be showing you a brief preview of today. And I can also discuss subject resources and search strategies with you as we're looking through those databases and articles. And I can also help you use citation management tools for those references. So there are several ways that you can get an appointment with me, get some time with me, either face-to-face or remotely if you need to do it that way. You can scan this QR code, and that is actually going to take you to the library's appointment booking form. So that form, you can request an appointment with any librarian on campus. So it's not a link specific to me, but you can request an appointment with me through that link. Alternatively, you can reach out to my campus email. That's my first name and my last name. So andrea.parton@uafs.edu. You can just drop by my office in the Borum Library, room 139. Anytime I'm there, I usually keep my main office light off, but whenever I'm here, I turn on a little flashing wax warmer that has little lights on it that shows you that I'm here in my office, even though it's a little bit dark. And anytime I'm in here, you know, you can knock on the door, come on in. If I have something that's coming up, I'll let you know that, you know, I have a time constraint, but you can just pop in and say, hey, I need some help with research or databases or an assignment, or I just need to vent about some issue that I'm having with a class, anything. I'm here to support you. So you can also call my office phone. So my extension on campus is 7206. So whatever method is most comfortable for you, do not hesitate to reach out to me anytime you're struggling with anything on campus. I will do my best to help connect you with the resources that you need. That will lead us to the second part of my presentation. So I'm going to change what I'm sharing with you. And we are going to take a look at the library's webpage. So, I like to keep my homepage on campus set to my.uafs.edu because it has a lot of the most commonly used campus resources all in one central place for me to access. So I find it really convenient to just start there. I can click quickly to my email and from there go quickly to my calendar. Anyway, so uh, the first time you go to the library website, you can come from this page, come over to your quick links on the left and expand academics. They're in alphabetical order. So come down here to the Borum Library, click that, and that'll take you to the library's homepage. So there are a few main places to look here. We have some tabs along the top that are for different types of information that you might be looking for. So you might be looking for information about conducting research, about the services that the library offers, about our collections that we have, information about us as a library and the people that work here, our hours that we're open. We always have, when you come to the homepage, the hours for the day that you're logged in are going to show right here. So it says hours today are 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. But if you need to know the hours for a different day, you can click over here and that will show you a more extended version of our hours. I'll just click on that real quick to show you, and it'll show, you know, the current week and then our normal operating hours. And when we're in summer or maybe winter break, then those hours will be listed there as well. So let's go back to the landing page. You can also access your library account here. So this is where you're going to turn off and on email notifications for your account. So when you're and this is also how you would be accessing an interlibrary loan request is through your library account. In the middle of the page, we have our main search box. So that's going to be, like it says right here, searching everything that you can access through the library. So If you're doing a general or basic search, just getting started with some general topic information, and you're looking for a variety of different types of resources, that might be a place to start. Usually when I'm conducting research, I try to start more specifically, whether I'm looking for a peer-reviewed article, or sometimes some assignments will require you to use print books and or an ebook also. So if you need to have a book as a resource, you can search just the books that we provide access to, and that's going to include both print books that are in the library building as well as ebooks that you can access in our databases. Over here on the right side of the screen is our chat with a librarian. So whenever there is a librarian logged in to our lib chat, you can anonymously, if you want, pose a question to a librarian and give your contact info so that we can get back to you and answer your question the best that we can. Back to the left side of the screen, we've got some quick links. So these are going to be some of the most useful resources and services that we have for you. So we've got our databases, which I'll be showing you in just a minute. You can reserve a study room. Those are very popular. You can submit an interlibrary loan request. If you're looking for a specific resource that we don't have access to, you can submit a request and we can try to borrow that from another library. Depending on the availability of the resource, you know, sometimes it takes a little bit longer to get. So if you're wanting a physical book, that can take a week or two to ship to us. But if you're requesting an article, some libraries will lend articles, and those we can get in a much quicker time frame, like a day or two sometimes. So just because we don't subscribe to something doesn't mean you can't use our site to get access to it. Course reserves. So if you're in a class and your instructor tells you that the library has a copy of the text on reserve, you can ask for that at the circulation desk, and you can also go to course reserves here to check the availability of those items. Citing your sources is going to take you to a page with a lot of citation help. So we've got manuals of the different styles available in the library. So those are books that we have available for you in the library on the right side there. We've got on the left side here a list of different styles that we have resources for. So if you're looking for APA, we can look at this, and this has different links to different resources. The Purdue OWL, formatting an APA paper, and we have those resources for several different types of writing styles, as well as a link for the UFAS Writing Center, and some information about plagiarism as well. So back to the home page. As you scroll down, you'll find contact information for the library in general, our socials. If you want to follow us and see what we're up to, There's a form for giving us feedback. If you want to tell us how we're doing, what you think about any services or any anything that you'd like to see us doing or offering in the library, you can click there and let us know. And then at the bottom in the center is going to be some sort of news blurb. So right now it's about how we have automatic renewals. If you have checked something out at the library and it comes up to be due, it's going to automatically renew for you if you have a renewal available on that item instead of telling you to contact the library to renew. So that should make things a little more convenient for everybody. We have a link for the Pebley Center, our historical archive on campus. A link for you to schedule an appointment with a librarian. So that's the same link that I put in the QR code earlier. And then we also have a link to specific research guides, which will be helpful. Those are curated by librarians, and those are helpful resources in particular subject fields. That brings us to our final segment, which is searching in subject-specific databases. So you'll come over here to the quick links box on the left side of the screen and click databases. That will bring you to our full A to Z list of databases. You can see there are 97 total. If you know the specific database that you're looking for, you can click on the first letter in the title of the database to go directly to it, or you can use this drop-down menu to filter by subject. So I'm going to click criminal justice. And you'll see that's a shorter list of databases. Each one has a different collection of articles for you to search through. So sometimes you have to conduct your search in more than one database to find what you're really looking for. I am going to, at the top of this list, we have a highlighted box called Best Bets. Those are the databases that we think are most likely to be helpful for you in your research. I'm going to go to Academic Search Complete. It's a pretty popular, well-rounded database. You'll see when you click on different databases, some of them look a little bit different, but they all function essentially the same. This is an EBSCO database. All the EBSCO databases are going to look almost exactly like this, but it will tell you at the top which one you are specifically searching in. So you can see here, we're searching in Academic Search Complete. We default to an advanced search, but we can switch over to a basic search if we want to. In our first search bar, we're going to type in just one keyword or phrase that we want to search for. Because in databases, searching goes more smoothly if instead of searching for a full sentence or a long question, instead you just extract the main words, the key words that you want to look for. So I can just start typing, and you can see that once I get to about 3 letters, it's going to start suggesting terms for me. So I can look at those and see if any of those are the term I was going to look for. Sure, let's go with professional development. Over here on the right, you tell the database where it should search for those terms. So you can search in all fields, you can search for a specific author, you can search the title. I'm going to click subject terms. Next, you'll want to select a Boolean operator to tell the database the relationship between your search terms. So instead of just searching for one word or phrase at a time, we can do combinations. And is going to be a narrower search than searching for just one word or phrase, because we're telling the database, instead of returning articles about professional development, we want articles with both professional development and let's just hmm, I don't know if I like that. Professional development. And since we're in Academic Search Complete, and that's kind of a broad database, we'll start typing in criminal justice. We're going to leave that. No, I'm going to set that also to subject and see how that works. It's a bit of an art rather than a science. You can play with looking in different areas or using synonyms of search terms to see the different results that you might get if you're not successful the first go round. Before I click search, I'm going to come over here and limit my results, because I don't want to use any articles in my research that I don't have access to the full text. So I'm going to click that box. My instructor told me that I need to have peer-reviewed resources, so I'm going to click that box. And on publication date, I want to stick with things that are fairly current, so I'm going to limit that to the past 10 years. You can limit as many of these as you want. A lot of times I'll also go ahead and limit to English if I can. You can select any other language that you happen to be fluent in. You don't have to do all of these filters. You can just use the ones that are useful to you at the time, and then you click search. This will give you your preliminary list of results. So we've got 70 results here. That's a pretty short list. Sometimes you might get thousands or tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of results, depending on what you're searching for. So if your list is overwhelmingly long, you can go back into your filters and add some more filters on there to narrow it down some more. If you didn't get enough results, you can take some of the filters off. I'm not going to mess with it because 70 is pretty manageable. From there, you can start scrolling through and looking at the different titles of articles that can give you ideas for other search terms that you might want to look for, synonyms that you might not have thought of when you were first typing in your search. And you can just start to look for titles of articles that sound like they're going to be helpful for you. So if you find something that looks like it's going to be helpful, you can click on the Access Now button to go straight to the article, or you can click on the title, and usually that's going to take you to a place where you can scroll down and read an abstract. of the article, and that's going to be a summary of what is in the article. Usually it's 1 or 2 paragraphs, and they're not going to, avoid spoilers. They're going to go ahead and typically tell you what the author's conclusions or results were. So that should give you a pretty good idea of if this article is really going to be useful for you in your research, or if you want to peruse it further. In which case, you can download it. You can do the Access Now option. You have an option to share it, so you can email it to yourself. And then up here on the right, there's also this Cite button, these 2 little quotation marks. If you click on that, it's going to give you a typically accurate citation information. You do want to check and make sure that all of the names are in the proper format, and that anything isn't in all capital letters. For instance, it looks like this name is not in proper APA format. We're supposed to only have the first initial there, so that will need to be changed. Usually it's pretty much perfect and you don't have to change anything, but there's a rare instance where something will have to be changed. But you have a drop-down menu here to select whatever edition you're working with. I'm leaving it at APA. But you can copy and paste that to your working bibliography. And you always want to keep a working bibliography as you're conducting your research to make it easy to go back and find those sources later. Even if you don't end up using that article, it's good to be able to go back and access it to check. Then when you get to creating your references list, you can just copy and paste that information from your working bibliography, and it's pretty much already done for you. So that makes that pretty easy. Just double check to make sure that the formatting is correct. And you can come to a librarian for help with that. We're happy to help you with that as well. And that's pretty much everything I wanted to show you in the databases. So I'm going to stop sharing that and go back to my contact information. So if you need that, anytime, come by my office, make an appointment, let me know how I can help you with your research or answer any questions that you have about the library or campus resources. If I don't know the answer, then I'll do my best to find the person who does and get you in touch with them. So come by and see me sometime.